Imagine a killer who didn't just commit murder, but turned it into a game, who wrote cryptic letters to newspapers, threatened cities, and gave himself a name that would strike fear for generations. The Zodiac. This wasn't just a criminal. This was someone who wanted to control the narrative. What makes the Zodiac killer so terrifying isn't just the crimes. It's the way he invaded the public psyche, taunting police, baffling cryptographers, and vanishing without a trace. Tonight, we're diving deep, not just into the timeline, but into the mind behind the cipher. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's unravel one of the most chilling cold cases in American history. The Zodiac killer emerged in Northern California, late 1960s, a time of cultural change, fear, and media obsession. His first confirmed attack, Lake Herman Road, December 20th, 1968. Teenagers Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday were shot while parked on a lover's lane. 7 months later, he struck again at Blue Rock Springs Park, shooting Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau. But this time, he made a phone call to police, calmly admitting the attack and referencing the previous murders. Then came the letters. On July 31st, 1969, 3 nearly identical letters arrived at newspapers in Vallejo, San Francisco, and Napa, each containing 1/3 a cipher and a chilling promise. If you do not print this cipher by the afternoon of Friday, 1st of August, 69, I will go on a kill rampage. The media frenzy was instant. Overnight, Zodiac became a name that haunted Northern California. What drives someone not only kill, but perform for an audience? Zodiac's motivation appears rooted in power. He wanted control over the narrative, over fear itself. Experts believe Zodiac was triggered by a need for recognition. His crimes escalated each time attention waned. Every letter, every threat was a way to say, I exist and you can't catch me. Unlike impulsive killers, Zodiac was methodical. He planned attacks, escaped unnoticed, then mocked law enforcement with taunting letters. Here's the thing. We still don't know who Zodiac really was, but investigators have pieced together a psychological picture. Likely male, white, 25 to 45 at the time, intelligent, possibly with military or cryptographic experience. He may have had a strict or isolated upbringing, potentially harboring resentment toward authority or society. Some suspects, like Arthur Lee Allen, matched certain behavioral patterns, but no one was ever definitively proven to be the Zodiac. Zodiac's patterns set him apart. He chose secluded locations, lovers' lanes, remote areas, struck quickly, then disappeared. He often contacted police directly after attacks, taking credit before they even released details. His letters were full of puzzles boasting in cryptic threats, including his infamous claim of collecting slaves for the afterlife. Just like BTK or Son of Sam, Zodiac craved attention. But unlike them, he managed to disappear without being caught. Was Zodiac born a killer or shaped by circumstance? Experts debate this endlessly. Some point to innate traits, lack of empathy, narcissism, thrill-seeking. Others think it's the environment, isolation, possible trauma, social alienation. In Zodiac's case, the evidence suggests a calculated personality, not one driven purely by chaos. While Zodiac's personal history is a mystery, psychological profiling suggests potential early life trauma or emotional neglect. Many serial offenders exhibit unresolved childhood pain, manifesting later as rage against society or compulsion to dominate. Zodiac's theatrical violence hints at someone. Was Zodiac mentally ill? Possibly, but not in the way Hollywood portrays. He showed traits consistent with narcissistic and antisocial personality disorders, but his actions were highly organized, not random. He understood right from wrong. He enjoyed manipulating both law enforcement and the public. For decades, Zodiac's identity remained a cipher no one could solve, but technology changed the game. In 2020, a team of private codebreakers finally solved Zodiac's infamous 340 cipher, revealing a chilling message that taunted the authorities once again. And while DNA evidence hasn't officially cracked the case, forensic genealogy and new investigative methods continue to chip away at the mystery. Zodiac's case changed media forever. Newspapers became part of the investigation. Public fear grew with every letter. To this day, podcasts, documentaries, and online communities continue to dissect his every move. But this raises tough ethical questions. Are we solving the case or mythologizing the killer? The Zodiac case isn't just a story of terror. It's a lesson in criminal psychology, in media power, and in the evolution of investigation. By understanding minds like Zodiac's, we can better spot warning signs, strengthen communities, and push investigations forward. If you found this deep dive eye-opening, hit like, share with other true crime enthusiasts, and subscribe for more stories that blend psychology, mystery, and real investigation. The Zodiac may still be a mystery, but knowledge brings us one step closer to the truth.